Hello guys, in this video I show you one way you can remove duplicates in a list. There's many way you can do this, but I show you the one I use. Let's see, we have a list here with many names. We have George, Andrea, George, Peter, George, Maxim. Um, some name repeats many times. We just want to remove the duplicates. The way I suggest, you can use like COUNTIF. Let's say like put the range A1, 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 and let looks for the value A1. Then it's gonna count the number of time it find George in that list. For sure, we're gonna get a 1 because it counts one time. What I'm gonna do, let's put the A absolute as absolute, and let's put the first element. We define the range as completely absolute, row and columns. Let's see what happens now. If we fill that list, what we get the first time we get the name, we get a 1. Andrea, for the first time we get a 1, and George, we meet that name for the second time and we get a 2, and the third time we met that name again we get a 3, number 3. Why we get that? Because let's look the range. Because the first element is absolute reference. It's like the COUNTIF function looks back in the range to find how many similar name it can find. Then for each name we get only one time the number 1. Let here do this. Let's say that cell equal to 1. Let's do a Boolean test value, logical value. Let's fill that. Then now we get a true only if we get a 1 here. Now what we can do. Let's get the number of the row for each time we get let's call valid value. Like I'm gonna say if we get this true, we want to get the row of that cell if the value is true. If it's false, if the value is false, let's get nothing. Then we're gonna get the clean list of all the row number for the name value that we are looking for. Here let's get a list of just simple incremental list from 1. We're gonna get like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now here, okay, let's make this a bit smaller. We don't need that like too wide. Okay, here we want to get the first we want to get those elements in order, but we want to avoid the blank here. Then let's sort that value using small function. The array we're gonna get is this. Let's make it absolute reference, and for the rank let's use the E column to get the rank, like 1 2 3 4 5. Let's fill that. Then now we get all that value in a row without the blank. Now because we get the row, we can access to the name here using the function offset. Offset. Okay. Let's start. Let's use the cell A1 as the first reference. We're gonna move from that number of row but -1, and let's say, let's put a 0 like here, because we don't want to have any offset of the column. Let's see what we get. Okay, we get George here. Let's fill all this. Oh, I did a little mistake. I need to put this absolute A1 cell, but absolute, not relative. Let's fill that. Okay, now we get all the name without duplicate. I just don't really like that little error message we get here. We're gonna just prevent with the function if error. Let's get the value, and if we have an error, we're gonna replace it just by a blank cell. Let's fill that. Yeah, that's good. Now we have all the same list, but without any duplicate.